Hello and welcome to these Battlegrounds. I'm Bobby B, and today we'll be looking at the GIJoe Classified series, Ninja Force, Cobra Ninjas, Slice and Dice. The dynamic duo themselves finally arrived after being available at San Diego Comic-Con, and then there was just kind of radio silence on them. I think they went into stock on Pulse last week, and then mine finally shipped this week. So they finally arrived. We got the gruesome twosome dynamic duo, whatever you want to call them. We got them here. We're going to take a look at them. We got the rest of the Ninja Force figures so far, plus some ninjas to look at with them, and we'll keep going from there. But jumping right in, Ninja Force GIJoe Classified series, our carbon fiber boring packaging, Cobra logo, number 160 in the line. We got our artwork there showing off the classified updates-ish for them. You got your QR code and all your attributes and stuff. On the back, we get a little action pose of them. Zoomed in on that the hat, some of the web gear, and then one of the axes. And then I was told that this is a throwback Easter egg, whatever you call it, to the Deke series, but I'm not 100% sure. So if you guys know, let me know, because I couldn't tell you the last time I watched any of the Deke series, because it's horrible. But Slice and Dice, growing up, I had a Slice figure. He was in the Joe vs. Cobra line, and I think Valley vs. Venom, but I was out by that time. But he was in the Joe vs. Cobra line. I only knew him as a swordsman with his fencing mask. I didn't have much love for him. However, he came with Surefire, who is one, an MP, and two, just an awesome looking figure. But Dice, on the other hand, I knew nothing about. I think he's only got 2 figures total, if I remember correctly from GIJoe.com, and then Slice has quite a bit, so very interesting that they weren't always paired up, since, you know, Slice and Dice go together just like shake and bake, you know. But yep, starting off with our boy Slice. We got a plethora of weapons and stuff, and then we have this cloak. We'll put it on one of the figures and go from there, but like a soft rubber but little silver medallion right there in the corner. It's tasseled, but there's no other paint apps or anything, and there's nice texture on it. We also have this nice straw hat looking thing. Obviously, it's got the handle right there, so you can have them hold it. We got the chin strap, if you would, nice little rope tied, and then we got some blades going around it. So those are kind of in the center. I've seen in like the promo shots that it's on both of them, so we'll kind of go from there. Then we also get this little sling with some throwing knives on it, and they do not come out. So that's kind of, I guess, the both could go any. I mean, all the weapons can go either way, but as far as those 3 items, they can definitely go either way. Slice's weapons are all done in this atrocious, like, shiny, flat, cheap-looking gray. We get 2 of these crazy hand thingamabobs. But these giant pointy fist things. We get 2 of these. I think they're like called heavy knives or something like that, or heavy swords in the OG. But I'm not a big ninja weapons guy, so if you know, let me know in the comments. But also in that horrible cheap plastic. We get this rinky dink. It looks like it belongs to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Psy. Mine's got tape stuck to it. There we go. With a little bit of black paint on the handle, but it's just tiny and goofy. It looks poorly done compared to other Psys we have in the line. And we have our hook swords for our swordsmen, also done in that, again, rough looking gray plastic. We got some red paint and some black paint on the handles. And with this whole set, I will say we don't get a regular, like, katana, regular ninja sword, whatever you want to call it, in this set at all. So I think that's kind of interesting there. But Slice has trigger hands left and right on the figure. We also get a left and right fist. I bumped my camera here. Put my light in here for you guys. And then we get a left and right karate chop, saluting, knife hand, whatever you want them to be. As far as updates, besides I always assumed it was a fencing mask, we get this kind of evil, I want to say like predator skull looking head. Nice shiny silver on there, all black, and then we got some nice headband tassels going on the back. And looking at our boy up close, there's that fencing mask. At least I always thought it was a fencing mask since he was a swordsman, but if you guys know what else it could be, let me know. But it's got that same like leather look, and then we got the plastic. Oh, he also comes with this backpack piece that's attached to him out of the package. So we'll plug that back in. But we have our similar ninja gi we've seen before, I believe with nunchuck. It's looking like this is going to be a almost complete nunchuck build. We have different shoulder pauldrons. So, T-pose, get you about that high. You could probably work it to get the, there you go, shoulder pauldron over it. There's a bicep cut. I can't tell if these are, they are glued on, so they're not, I mean, you could pop them off, but they're not part of that strap. The strap's just molded there for looks. Double jointed pinless elbows, gonna get you that much bend. We do have a sheath on this gauntlet, and the only thing that can fit in this is gonna be this goofy looking sai. In the back, we got a nice little like waist belt. Then we have that tassels on the back. It's tied off there. There's the gauntlet on the other arm. No sheath on it. I don't believe that comes off. So it looks like it's part of the forearm. We got our ab crunch. We can look up that much. We can look down that much. There is a little bit of movement in the waist. This belt piece kind of restricts it a little bit, but you have those same silver buttons. You got this red rope, which kind of ties the set together, which I think is pretty nice. It links them together. Not a whole lot else going on in the back. Wonder which swords you can put. So you could run that. I don't know if you'd go all out with these hook swords, but you could if you wanted to. Continue down. Got our drop down hips. Could do the splits. Kick forward that much. Kick backward that much. We got our thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. We got our boot swivel. Then we got our ankle rocker rotation. Then we have some shin pads that I'm looking at the other Night Force guys I don't think we've seen yet. So we'll probably be seeing these again with someone in the future. And again, that red rope tying them all together. As far as that alternate head, there it is on the figure. Definitely mean, but I don't know. As far as you guys know, I like my classified updates, but I got to go with the fencing mask. At least that's what I'm going to keep calling it. There's some dude that probably knows his ninja stuff a lot better than me cussing out his screen right now. Oop. Just stand there. Moving over to our boy Dice. Do our accessories first. So we got 3 weapons that belong to him. We have 2 of these axe things. There's some beautiful dragon sculpt work in there. It's actually a shiny silver, so it's I guess because it's painted maybe. We got some red tassels down here. And we got a big old knob on the end of it. So we get 2 of those. And then we have his staff. The weird like claw thing on the bottom of it. Can it stand by itself? Doesn't want to. Oh, maybe that can this? Oh, there you go. So you can connect it up. I mean, that makes it taller than him, though. But, I mean, I guess it's an option. I'll have to go check the the promo pics and see if that's a thing or if I'm just making that up as I go. But yeah, you get those tassels on the bottom. Silver blade, red tassels on top. You got like a logo in there. Looks like fire or teardrops or something. And then obviously, you know, the other stuff we pointed out at the beginning with the cloak and the hat. But as far as hands, out of the package, he has the left and right karate chop saluting hand, knife hand on him. And then we also get a left and right fist. And then left and right trigger hands. We get an alternate unmasked head with a nice slice across the front. And then we get this alternate, it's like in the purple, but it's like this bright blue dragon looking mask. And then it's also got the tassels. Looking at our boy, he does not have a backpack attached to him out of the box, but I don't know if the mask is supposed to be grates, because if it is, it makes his face come all the way out to like where this is. But I wish that would have been a different color somehow, if it was supposed to be just full. But we got some mean eyes in there. Camera light for you. We got the tassels on the back. He can look down that much. He can look up that much. We got our T-pose. We do have these tasseled butterfly. There are no butterflies. They're just solid. Right? Yeah, there's just solid pieces in there. Does that interfere with his arm going straight forward? It does. So he cannot hold his arm straight in front of him. That's as straight as you're going to get unless you have his arms bent. Working our way down, we got the bicep cut. We got the double jointed pinless elbows. We got this forearm cover with like the scales. On this arm, we got like a tricep protector. Looking at that web gear, we got some sculpted grenades, some sculpted, I guess, ninja stars, a little bit of red thrown in there. Crosses in the back, not a whole lot else going on. Now I'm going to slide that tricep piece all over the place. Working our way down, we get that silver button again. We got some pouches. We got that red rope still. We have like a tattered cloth going on, the diaper piece. None of it affects the ab crunch. There is a waist rotation in there. Drop down hips, going to give you the splits. Kick forward that much. Backward that much. He's got some baggy pants. Who else has some baggy pants here? Ninja characters I got handy. I just grabbed the Ninja Force and the red and blue ninja. Double jointed pinless knees. And we have our, I feel like we just saw these with somebody. Shin pads again, tying that red rope with everybody. And we have our very interesting ninja. So from my understanding, he was kicked out of the Night Creepers and he like deserted the Arashikage. But I could be mistaken. So that's dice. Let's do these different heads. Maybe try to get this head on somebody. And we'll do the cloak just cause. So alternate dragon head. I don't hate it, but I hate that blue. I'm not a fan of that blue, personally. Unmasked head. That's looking pretty good. How's his hat looking? Are we sure it's a hat? It has to sit like just right. It doesn't like lock into his head. It's not even sit on his head if I move it back like that. So that's interesting. Where that's supposed to actually go. I had to tuck the strap back, but I mean it's on there. Kind of got to get his horns folded in there. I don't understand this. Am I missing a piece? Let me check my. I think I'm missing a piece. It just sits funny. But there's your cloak piece that I feel is kind of out of place, especially being that brown color. Let me check Slice real quick on this hat situation. Yeah, same thing. It doesn't like lock into place. It just kind of exists. So, I mean, I'm not weird choice, in my opinion. But let's grab some Ninja Force guys, do some comparisons. We got our Snake Eyes, who now doesn't want to stand. Focus. We have probably one of the worst classified figures of the line, Arctic Mission Storm Shadow. Kamakura, who's all posed up just because I snagged them off my shelf. Oh no, I lied. Nunchuck, sorry. Numchuck, who's all posed up just because I snagged them off my shelf real quick. You gonna stay standing? So there's your Ninja Force. And get him all just standing straight up. How about that? Probably better for the all-in-one shot, if you would. I can live without Ninja Force Zartan, and I can certainly live without Ninja Force Scarlet. But there you go. Get all them out of the way. We got a Night Creeper. At least Dice kept the purple going, you know? I wonder if anyone's going to put the Jinx's blindfold on this head, make your Night Creeper leader. Then we have our Red Ninja and our Ninja Vipers. I'm sorry, Blue Ninjas. So there's all your ninjas, and there you have it. Slice and dice. Are you guys picking them up, skipping out on them? They're not your thing. And if you are picking them up, how are you displaying them? Which headpieces, which accessories are you guys going to kit them out with? Let me know in the comments below. Till next time, load up, grab your kits. See you on the battlegrounds.